What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, just like I said, we had a nice indication play right out of the symmetrical triangle, guys. A nice trade right here, guys. And just like I said, remember how big I said that this was? There was a high chance we wouldn't actually hit the target here, for instance, measured from the back of the symmetrical to the point of breakout. And guys, that's exactly what I said would happen. We got a retracement prior to that. Remember, with the volatility of crypto, is not always going to yield us perfect target projections. And when we're in a sideways movement, the volatility is down. So target projections will be lacking, guys. But I want to show you guys exactly what I found. New patterns and patterns within patterns, which could yield potential breakouts. Make some trades a reality for yourself on your favorite exchange. And guys, I want to talk about a few other alts today. These are pretty wild times in cryptocurrency, guys. Are we in a mini accumulation phase? Are we going to break down into the 20s? Are we going to break up above 40-some thousand dollars, guys? We have a lot to go over today. A lot of different coins to talk about, guys. And if you're looking to join the student program, my gosh, guys, you got to get signed up straight away. We are helping people discover financial freedom left and right. It's just something you have to experience to understand, guys. If that sounds good to you, be sure to smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. And guys, I'm going to dive right into the price action. And don't forget about all of my giveaways. And if you're interested in becoming a student, head right over to the website and join the student program. Okay, guys, so we didn't hit that target just like I said we would, guys. I mean, my gosh, remember, when we're in a sideways movement, the volatility will be low, and sometimes our patterns, for instance, on the larger patterns or even medium-sized patterns, won't hit right away, guys. It's just something we have to factor in. But guys, we definitely had a lot of patterns within patterns play out over the last couple of days, guys. Let's just talk about that, okay? So for instance, right out of this breakdown here, for instance, we got the indication right up here, guys. So you could have rode this all the way down for some massive profit, guys, some massive gains there. Let's say you even took the indication play all the way to the bottom. We're talking 7% minimally, guys. If you even use 10x, that's over 70%, guys. A massive trade, okay? Now let's talk about the smaller patterns within patterns which played out. Now, guys, we had a very clear descending wedge, or this can be considered a bear flag, guys. Remember, because we've had a flipping on the bigger time frames of the estimated moving averages. Remember, that is what is necessary for a bear or bull flag. It's a continuation movement, okay? Now, very wide here, very wide, but yielded a nice target projection. And then I'm just going to draw all the patterns first, guys, and then we'll go over back into the measurements. Now, yes, guys, this could be considered a triple bottom, but let's just measure it as a wedge here. A couple moments of oversold territory there. Okay, but a nice little wedge, yielding a nice little target projection right there. And guys, we definitely have a very nice chain going right here. Okay, remember what I said about chains? There's going to be a sweet spot. Look for those entries to make your pattern opportunities a reality. Okay, and then notice you usually get the indication right prior to the move. So let me just show you those here. So for instance, up here, indication play, even just on the EMAs, a widening right here. Okay, the cross back up this way, so you could have taken one of these as a pattern, and then the cross back right here, and then the cross up right here, guys. Okay, and we can continue this chain. Remember, if we can form a letter, that's really good. And yes, it did get a little dirty here, guys, but it is still relevant, okay? You can see all these just chains playing out nicely, guys. Remember, when you can chain, you can play patterns, okay? And usually you'll find these opportunities in more sideways or consolidation movements, for instance, not breakout opportunities or pattern breakouts. And guys, just look at this. We're getting breakout after breakout here of each pattern. We could really tighten this up. And guys, I'm just on the 15-minute for reference, but you can clearly go down to the 5 and make this perfect, okay? But I just want you guys to see just how easy it is to chain, okay? Look at all these chaining opportunities, okay? And we're clearly getting the breakout right now. And as we speak, we are getting a small pattern formation right here. Okay, guys, so in simplicity, watch for the resistances and supports to form. You know, we could form a wedge, a channel, you know, a head and shoulders, if we get a flipping of the EMAs, eventually a bull flag, say we could get way back up here. And there's lots of things that can actually play out, guys. Watch for this pattern to take play over the next few hours. Get ready to make your trades, because as soon as it forms out, another move will come. Notice the lull in price action here, the volume going down. That means a building of a new pattern, in which case you can be looking to make an entry within the next few hours and an exit even just a few hours after that, guys. So that's exactly what I'm looking at in the Bitcoin price, guys. But just in simplicity, wait for that pattern to play out, and remember, go to the bigger time frames to confirm where we're at. And guys, right now we are retesting the 100. Okay, if we break the 100, we'll probably retest the 200. If we fall below, we will easily retest the 55, which is now chasing. Okay, the 7, the 20, chasing up. We're definitely moving sideways, guys. That's why I've been talking about this being a mini accumulation phase, guys. We just had a massive rollover, descending scalp. We are playing that sideways movement right now, guys. As I've said, I do anticipate a movement out of this channel within the next month and change. I'd say mid-August, okay? And I've been joking that it would be an early birthday present. My birthday's the 19th. So that is exactly what I'm looking at in the Bitcoin price, guys. Watch for that flipping of the EMAs to make your trades a reality. And let's talk about a few other coins, guys. Let's talk about Electroneum. Definitely one of my favorite projects, guys. I really like this project a lot. And we have some good news to report. Okay, some good news to report finally, guys. We have broken above the 200 moving average on the 1 hour. Okay. Now, guys, yes, we have done that a couple times and ended up retracing back down. So let's see if we can get a little bit more solidified pressure. I mean, look at all this volume. A lot of people just bought into Electroneum recently, guys. Okay, I'm not going to get into specific bag holders, but we can clearly see it just in the volume. Okay, we don't need to get some kind of news or anything. We can see it right in the technicals. A lot of people always ask me, why don't you do more news? Guys, because news is filled with manipulation and FOMO and stuff that's not accurate, okay? I go off of technicals. That's how I trade. Yes, I do look at the news, but guys, you can see everything you need to see in the technicals, okay? It's all there for you. Once you can read the charts like you read a book, for instance, it is that easy, okay? That is the whole point of learning technical analysis, so you can make your trades a reality. So again, guys, as we've just broken up right here, okay, we had a very dirty inverse head and shoulders, or a very dirty wedge here, okay? Got the crossing the indication play right here, okay? And we've been moving up ever since, but guys, we're definitely going to have some kind of pattern form right in here, guys. Watch for that to play out, and then play your indications in combination with your patterns to make your entry, guys. But just in simplicity, once it forms, if you break resistance, play a long, breaks support, play a short, okay? But this is the first sign of life we've had in, geez, a couple days now, breaking back above the 200, guys. Let's see if we can hold up a little bit more solidified movement and continue this volume spike. But guys, I do anticipate the volumes kind of steadily move down and then get another pump right around the 11th, I'd assume. Okay, guys, so that's exactly what I'm looking at for Electroneum, guys. And just for transparency, Electroneum crew, I'm working on an interview with Richard ELLS. It's just going to take some time. I've been emailing back and forth. My buddy Mitch has been emailing back and forth as well. That is something I'm looking to set up for you guys. I'm very much so looking forward to that as well. You guys know I'm a big bag holder, and a lot of people have been asking about the program right now, and I'm sure Richard has some really epic things to say to put everyone's mind at ease. I mean, the guy's great. Trust me, guys, this coin will go some nice places. I don't invest in bad projects. I just don't. So that is what we're looking at with Electroneum, guys. Let's talk about Ethereum Classic real quick. Now, just in simplicity, guys, we have had a major wedge down right here where we've been moving down for a while, okay? We finally got the breakout of that wedge recently, okay? So that's why I'm giving it some relevance. But guys, as you can still see, we are getting rejected, and we have moved back below the 200, and the 100, specifically, even the 55. We're retesting the 55 as we speak now. And guys, the previous top is right here at $50, so we're at it right now. Okay, so I think we actually had a brief moment of just oversold territory, and I think now is a great time to get in on Ethereum Classic. Remember, when Bitcoin breaks this mini accumulation phase and we enter into the confirmed super cycle, I believe it's confirmed, prices will rise. Yes, we could go a little lower before we pump up, guys, of course. Remember, institutional greed and manipulation is extremely strong. They will crash that price down to get as much cheap coin as they can, causing you guys to cascade panic sell. And my gosh, guys, don't be subject to that. Make sure that you're holding your bags accordingly and understand what's going on in the market right now, okay? And even just for this measurement right here, we can just clearly move that down to the bottom. So we had an 82% pullback here, guys. That should be it. Okay, I can't imagine it going much further down. The bottom, in my eyes, could be in. And yes, if it is a mini accumulation, we could bounce around a lot. But guys, understand, I believe the bottom is in, almost board wide. And yes, we could get one more leg down at worst case scenario, guys. But even then, we're talking, you know, small increments of price here. And either way, when this recovers, we're looking at daunting the prices we're at almost board wide. So I think Ethereum Classic definitely a good coin to be buying right now. We clearly were up at around $176 within the last few months. Guys, this is a coin that will follow Ethereum until there has been strong forks to make it completely irrelevant, guys. You can play these coins, okay? Play these coins. And let me talk about one more coin, guys. What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about AMP. All right. So AMP's still holding trend, okay? That's really good. And yes, guys, I did take some small profit up here. Okay, that's why I have these check marks here, guys. I'm really glad I did. When you bump away, for instance, we get the bump trend going right here, just in the shorter time frames, I knew to take profit. Guys, remember, if you understand the technicals, the trends, the supports and resistances with an accuracy like I do, my gosh, it makes your trades a reality. And for instance, I've had a lot of students come to me from trade school, or for instance, a lot of people very knowledgeable, thinking they know a lot about technicals. I don't think I've had a student go through my program I haven't had to reprogram, so to speak. Starting from the beginning, reestablishing trends the way I do it, the resistances the way I do it. There's a big difference between me and the regular populace right now, and I'm very glad of that. It's why I'm doing so well. And let's be real, guys. When the market recovers, my gosh, I'm going to be sitting in a new financial situation I never even thought I'd be. And I might even get 4 more strikes at this in my lifetime. So understand, guys, I have it that planned out. It's that easy if you just know what to do. Guys, if you're not making the money you deserve, reach out to me today. Okay, reach out to me with the student program. Get signed up. Get started. Discover your financial freedom, guys. So, for instance, we can just extend this channel. We did have a lot of smaller patterns which had breakouts here, but what we need to do in simplicity is have a flipping of the EMAs. Okay, so we're holding the trend, but we need to get a bounce and a bump away from it again. Hopefully, start to reach back up towards the 10-11 cent mark over the next few months, guys. And I do actually predict that happening, especially if the bull market is continued. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm looking at in AMP, guys. And just let's zoom in on the smaller patterns just for a brief moment here. We do have a very clear descending wedge. Okay, so we could be getting a break of that right now. As you can see, the indication play is reading a break. Okay, the volume is actually spiking up right here, so we could get a move out to the side or up. Okay, but if opposing volume comes in, we will break down, guys. Remember to play your indications in combination with your volume, and then play that into your patterns within patterns to make your entries or understand where the entry should be, if any. Okay, guys? And that's really all the time I have for today, guys. These are extremely epic times in cryptocurrency. My gosh, I feel like I'm just on the verge of some really epic times, not only for myself, but in my entire student base. It's just been an amazing ride with so many people discovering financial freedom, guys. I really am blown away by the student program. Guys, I can only try to lead you in this direction. If you're not making good money, I've had students come to me with, you know, only a few $1,000s and crack $50,000 in their first 10 hours. I mean, my gosh, guys, I could give names. I mean, it's incredible, but I kind of want you guys to meet these people on your own, find them on your own. This has to be what you want. And guys, just for transparency, when you sign up to be a student, you are committing to some dedication here. You know, don't plan to just go 5 hours and expect to do what I can do. It's not realistic, guys. Okay, yes, we've had some savants come through the course and be able to replicate after 5 hours, but I've never met a student who's came to me, even from trade school, which could replicate what I do in 5 hours. It's just not, it's not possible, okay? Especially as a whole, this is very hard material. Learning a new language is hard. Okay, so make sure you're taking your new venture extremely seriously. We all have jobs, we all have lives. Understand you're going to be kind of trying to mold yourself into a full-time trader, because that's where the money is, guys. It's not in your 9-to-5 job, unless you have a 6, 7, 8-figure job you're getting paid a year. Otherwise, you know, I'd be looking to quit that job and be trading full-time, guys. I remember working so hard, so long, and just never getting anywhere. And until I found trade and my newfound technical analysis vision, the way I look at things, guys, it wasn't looking good. Okay, so understand this can be life-changing for you guys if you just apply yourself. And when you're in a one-on-one setting, it almost guarantees absorption rate. That's why, for instance, people from college that I meet do so well with me, because it's not a group setting, it's one-on-one. And when they're following someone who's doing it actively and can teach you with a readily appearance, my gosh, guys, that's what makes this a reality for you guys. So guys, just remember, if you don't come from a rich family, A rich family must come from you. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.
Audio Jungle.